What if I told you that on one summer night in Toronto, the entire internet tilted its axis because of one woman, one stage, and one name, Lisa? Not a marketing stunt, not a viral dance trend. Something deeper, strategic, unfolding live, minute by minute, in front of thousands at Rogers Stadium and millions more who couldn't look away. This wasn't just pop culture. This was a seismic shift in how brand power, digital virality, and fan engagement collide. The numbers? Insane. But behind the stats is a blueprint, Lisa's blueprint, for how to build magnetic influence in real time. Now let's rewind. BLACKPINK's Deadline World Tour was already on fire. Packed arenas, sold-out tickets, international headlines. But day one in Toronto felt different. There was a hum, a frequency, like something was about to drop. And it wasn't just the lights or sound check. It was Lisa Manaban from BLACKPINK, missing from the usual pre-show social media flurry. No stories, no rehearsal teasers, zero airport sightings. That's silence? Intentional. And in modern marketing, silence is louder than noise. When a brand goes dark, people lean in. That's the first layer of business genius. The moment she stepped out, it wasn't a reveal. It was a disruption. Lisa emerged not as just an idol, but a movement. Monochrome elegance. No glitter. No glam. Just presence. High fashion meets minimalist intensity. And then it began. A solo performance that defied K-pop norms. No track. Just breath, motion, rhythm. 45 seconds of pure, choreographed silence. The crowd? Speechless. Live streams froze. The phrase, "Lisa dazzles Rogers Stadium," rocketed to global trends within minutes. But this wasn't random. This was tactical. Every second of that silence built emotional tension. It hijacked attention spans. People weren't just watching, they were decoding. That's when the New Money remix dropped. Heavier, grittier, more cinematic. A sound signature that said, "I've evolved." This wasn't about going viral. It was about designing virality. A prime example of attention economics in action. Lisa understood that the real asset isn't content, it's attention. And she made sure every beat paid dividends. Here's where things get wild. During this single night, Lisa became the most searched BLACKPINK member worldwide. Think about that. Not just trending, not just buzz. Global keyword dominance. That kind of digital impact isn't luck, it's brand architecture at its highest level. Lisa's personal brand has transcended music. It's now a business case study in cultural relevance, international scalability, and audience retention. That mid-set blackout? Another masterstroke. One giant screen. A glitchy, distorted voice. Do you hear that? Then chaos. Flashing symbols. QR code too blurred to scan. 3 seconds. That's all it took. Fan forums melted down. Reddit threads exploded. Social media theories flooded the algorithm. That one moment became more talked about than the full set list. Why? 'Cause curiosity is the engine of retention. And retention drives RPM. Lisa BLACKPINK doesn't just create moments. She creates rabbit holes. This is what premium content strategy looks like in 2025. Emotional peaks. Delayed gratification. High engagement hooks layered with mystery and brand cues. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, every platform became a funnel pointing back to her. Every conversation, every search, every repost multiplied her visibility. That's called a content flywheel. And Lisa spun it perfectly. But behind the glitz is entrepreneurship. Lisa isn't just an artist. She's an enterprise. Her team understands that the stage is more than a venue, it's a launch pad. Every performance outfit is a wearable brand campaign. Every silence is a marketing beat. Every teaser is data-driven. BLACKPINK's Toronto stop wasn't just a show, it was a real-time brand activation. And Lisa was at the center, orchestrating value beyond the music. There are rumors of a solo project, a docuseries, a fashion line, maybe all three. But she doesn't need to confirm anything. The speculation itself has ROI. That's brand mastery, keeping the market hungry without oversaturating. Lisa's silence becomes currency. Her moves, investments. Every encore is future leverage. And let's talk numbers. Lisa's solo moment generated millions of organic impressions within 24 hours. YouTube Shorts edits, reaction videos, fan cams, fashion breakdowns. All user-generated content driving passive revenue. Plus, spike traffic to streaming platforms and merch sales. This is not just entertainment. This is digital entrepreneurship with explosive ROI. So why did Lisa break the internet? 'Cause she fused spectacle with strategy. She turned mystery into marketing. And she turned a concert into a masterclass in personal brand evolution. There's power in restraint. In Lisa's case, less truly became more. Her deliberate lack of social presence before Toronto created a vacuum of curiosity. And when she filled it, she didn't just meet expectations. She shattered them. And the beauty? There's still more to come. And if you think this was just about stage presence, think again. The numbers are telling a different story, a louder, bolder one. Lisa wasn't just a trending name on Twitter or Weibo. She became the most searched BLACKPINK member globally during the Toronto concert. Not Jennie, not Rose, not even Jisoo. Lisa. And it wasn't even her solo concert. That data point? That's not just a fan-driven moment, it's a cultural and digital signal. A signal that brands, investors, and the entire entertainment industry are paying attention to. 'Cause in an era where attention equals currency, Lisa's spike in search volume is not just a stat, it's leverage. It's bargaining power. It's the reason luxury brands fight for her exclusivity, why sold-out arenas aren't just packed with fans but also filled with CEOs, marketing analysts, and global scouts tracking her every move. They're not there just to enjoy the music. They're studying how a Thai-born performer managed to bend the algorithm, shape trends, and become a global movement, one scream at a time. Backstage, her name wasn't just being whispered among fans. It was echoing in boardrooms. Sony, Blurry, LVMH, even streaming platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime. Everyone knows Lisa has crossed a line that most idols never touch: cultural permanence. She's not just popular, she's needed. Because when BLACKPINK performs, Lisa Manabam becomes the axis of curiosity, pulling views, pushing streams, and driving demand through the roof. Now let's zoom in on Toronto. Day 1. The stadium was already electric. But when Lisa did that freestyle mid-set, off-script, spontaneous, unrehearsed, the entire rhythm of the concert changed. Purity had to move. Camera crews started readjusting angles. Staff in the media pit were texting their editors because they knew something viral was happening live. This is not exaggeration. This is calculated stardom at its peak. When fans search her name mid-concert, when her moments become thumbnails on YouTube and thumbnails become ads that brands pay thousands to place next to, that's when you realize Lisa doesn't just own the moment. She monetizes it in real time. It's not even just about BLACKPINK anymore. It's about how far Lisa can stretch the definition of global influence without saying a single word. If this was just Toronto, what's next? If you're watching closely, you can feel it too. Lisa isn't just performing. She's laying down a roadmap, one that merges emotional storytelling with tactical brand execution. She's building a future where idols are also CEOs, where choreography becomes content strategy, and where the stage isn't the end game, it's the empire's foundation. So don't blink. Don't scroll. Watch this moment. Watch it again. Because if Lisa just broke the internet here, imagine what she's planning next. Subscribe now for exclusive breakdowns, insider content, and every layer of this unfolding story. This isn't just pop. This is power. And Lisa's just getting started.